leave it to it. I'm gonna leave Maya and my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I don't owe nobody else nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm gonna leave it with them too. She said, why don't you leave it with me and your brother? I said, no, that's who I wanna leave it to.
Mm-hmm.
You all done had something.
Yeah.
Those kids ain't had nothing. I'm gonna give them a start.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have a house, at least they'll have a house. If they want to sit and take the money and go on back there, whatever, they'll have that. And I feel good. That's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever money I got, cash, they going to get that.
Mm-hmm.
So she calls me every day, that kid calls me. You all right, man? You need something. You need me to come up there and see about that today. You need this, you need that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't never bother for nothing. I don't be needing nothing. So I just talk to her and let her know I appreciate her calling me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've noticed sometimes when people receive things as gifts, they tend to squander it sometimes. People who have worked for their stuff know the value of it. They think value.
You're right.
Because I'll give you an example. I don't know if you remember Michael Washington.
Bubba?
No, Michael Washington. Well,
Chris
Washington. They little younger brother. Okay. One time, I ran into him over there on Laurel, where they used to hang out and do their thing. And he had took a loss. And I asked him, why are you here on the street? Because he normally was not on the street level person. He was higher up in the food chain. He said, Rob, I lost $75,000. I got half of it back already. Somebody had maybe stole their money or did something, took the money. So he said, I got half of it back already. I said, wow. Okay, he said, in 4-5 days, I'm gonna be back to where I was at. I said, okay, this is coming from a person who knew what it took to get this money back.
Yeah, I don't know where to
then
get it back.
Years later, and so I see that when a person even down the simplest thing as giving somebody their first car and they didn't put the effort into doing it, building it,
it's different.
They don't appreciate it.
No.
So I've seen that people, if you make them work for it, have some dirt in it, like
you'll like it.
You'll like it. My son, when he got his first car, I told him, come over here and work with me on this car. Put some money in it. He put a few hundred on it, and the car was, wasn't the best car, but it was a good car.
Yeah, right.
And I said, when you're ready to move up, whatever you bring to the table, I will match it.
Well, that's right. That's what that's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. Whatever you bring to the table, I'll match it.
Yeah. And you show me you want to move up, and we moved up. And so, and he didn't forget that. And so I will say that cautionary tale about giving somebody something. If their mind ain't right,
they won't keep it.
They won't keep it. They'll throw it all away. And so, not saying that your people ain't good peoples, but you gotta put.
You're right.
You gotta put something on them that, hey man, I don't want my life going to waste for you just to party and smoke it up or whatever.
You telling me the right thing, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you telling me the truth.
I'm just saying, that's what I've seen.
I know the truth when I hear it.
Yeah.
And I like when a person speaks the truth.
Yeah.
And like I got a nephew, you may have heard the Whale Boys.
Well, boy, I heard him,
Whale Boys.
Yeah.
David, Jerry, and two of them in the penitentiary. They're my sister's kids. He worked, that's been 4 years ago, before I had the stroke. I was buying trucks, big trucks. I got him and brought him in with me. Got him a license, waiting and drive them big trucks.
Yeah.
And I said, David, here's what I'm gonna do. I know you ain't got no money, but I'm gonna pay you every time I sell a truck. I'm gonna give you $500 to $1,000. I was selling them every week. And I said, you save that money when I give it to you, and you started buying half of them trucks with me with that money, then I'll give you half.
Yeah.
You know that man worked with me for about 4 years. I bet you he made a couple $100,000. When he left me, he didn't have nothing.
What did he do with all his money?
Wait, I said, man. I said, what? Oh, you ain't have to pay no rent, no nothing. He stayed with me. I bought the groceries. I paid the PG&E, the house was paid for. And everything, all he did was just come in there, and he had my new truck. wasted, man. And like you said, some people, you can give them a lot. That don't mean that you see them 2 years later, they won't have nothing.
You see people win lotteries. You hear about them stories. They win a
get in
lottery
trouble.
and they throw it away, and because they didn't know how to manage money. They
Right.
don't know how to make the money into more money.
More money, gotta
You know.
keep coming.
You gotta keep it going.
Right.
Because they don't know the effort you put in, the hustle you went through to obtain the things you did.
Yeah.
The simplest things as keeping the bills paid on time,
That's
they
right.
won't know because they ain't never had to do it. Somebody else was doing it
That's
for
right.
them.
That's right.
And so that's what I keep my son aware of, thinking my kids, hey, you know, you gotta be on
You
this.
gotta be on it.
Yeah.
Now that same boy I was telling you got the money out of that beard.
Yeah.
He got that's been about 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
The insurance company sent him hacker 35 check for 35,000
Mm-hmm.
check. Come to my mailbox. So he got it opened up and showed it to me. I said, well, Dave, let me tell you something. That ain't no lots of money. 35,000. You know, for some people ain't never had 35 in their lives.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But come to reality, you can't do much with 35,000. I said, you take that money, you take that check, put 3,000 or 4,000 in your pocket. Rest of that money you put to some bank somewhere. And you put them there and you forget about it. I said, 'cause you won't never have that much money again unless I give it to you.
In one lump sum.
One
yeah.
lump sum. Hey, do you know, I swear to God, I hate to say it, Bruce said. 3 weeks later, my sister called me and told me that he was up there mad with her because she wouldn't let him have $35. He done wasted $35,000 in 3 weeks. Hope I die.
Man. See that.
So
that
why would I leave him? If I would have leave him my house and everything I got, that man get $3 or $4 million. He would kill himself, huh?
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Why should I want to do that and know that he couldn't stand 35,000?
Yeah. You gonna partition him with $3 million,
With $3 million.
and he couldn't manage 35,000.
35,000. There you go.
Yeah.
But that's you guys lucky, man. This young generation of people,
Well,
it
see,
ain't too nice.
it ain't too nice because I'll tell you how it went. And you can correct me if you think I'm seeing this wrong. Okay, you got your generation. Then you got my parents that came after you.
Right.
Well, she's running neck to neck to you. You in your 70s, right? About
Right.
the
I'm 79. I'll be 70. I'm 79.
Okay, so my
I'll
mother's
be
like
80 in no
my
more.
mother's like 71, 72.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm older than her.
Yeah, you're older than her. Okay, so when our generation, me and Wayne here show up, the kids that came from our kids, if I was out there in the street and I had nobody to watch my kids and my grandmother wasn't watching the kids, you know, they were kind of raising themselves because we out
Right.
there, we go to jail or whatever.
Well, right,
the grandma
raising
watching.
themselves, right.
Okay, so the grandma ain't got the same energy to watch these kids. They may have been good intentions, but
You're right.
okay, so you get them kids. Then you get the kids that come after them because nobody told them what to do because I wasn't around to tell my kids.
What
Now
to
they
do.
have a kid.
Right.
And so those are kids you got right now
Right.
who are on these computers and phones. They out there doing stupid stuff just to get somebody to click like on their picture.
Right.
But ain't nobody, for the majority of them, nobody told them what to do. They didn't give them the framework, the plan, the guidance to stay back on the right path, to
Right.
get them to success. They want the instant success. They want right now money, not the long haul money.
Right.
You know, and I told my kids, I coach them because I've told them what I've been through already, and I give them my whole story of me and the mother relationship, how things went,
Right.
and things you don't want to deal with.
Right.
And then I found myself preaching a little too much, so I had to back up.
Right.
Because then if I tell them too much or get on too hard, they won't talk.
Right.
And so I back up. My son to get me, yeah, Dad. And so when I heard that coming, means he ain't paying no more attention to me.
No, that's right. When you say
Yeah, he ain't shut me down. So I stopped
Right.
talking. Because my grandmother would tell me stories, and literally I would walk away and get out the house, because I'm like, I'm not trying to hear you. But when I got older, she lived in Daly City, I started walking back up the steps and talked to her and sat there and asked questions when I got older. Because when I was younger, I didn't know what she was talking about. I didn't care to know about what she was talking about. She was trying to tell me some things that would help me in the long run. How to save my money, how to buy things. You know, she bought her first property at 15 years old. She still got it down in somewhere in Louisiana. My sister went down and took a picture. 15. Yeah, she got some property. She bought an acre and a half. Oh, still got it. So she learned from her grandfather, which was a sharecropper. And whenever he goes sell his account, he'd take her with her. And I've heard these stories over the years. He called her Risa, and she take her whenever she goes settle up, pay his account for the year. She was in there. And she knew things, you know, because the other kids was out there playing in the field he took her everywhere like she was a little boy. And so she learned from him what to do and how to save your money. So the kids that are running around now, where you was like, man, they lost, because some of them didn't have a bigger figure in their life telling them, giving them the example.
That's right. And not only that though, but I mean, it wasn't nothing for us to get the strap.
Yeah.
But these kids, we couldn't give them the scrap if we wanted to.
Yeah, they gonna call the police, tell on you if you hit them with get hit.
I've been in the store when I was a kid, and a black woman said she's gonna whoop her kid, and another white lady came along and said, "I'll call the police on you." This was in public one time.
Well, right.
Down in Woolworth on University.
Woolworth. She'll call the police.
Yep. In front, and they was making a scene. I was like, wow.
Well, she did that in order for the police to kill us. So they can kill them. Give them excuse to kill.
Like they do today.
They won't let you whoop them, but they'll kill them.
Exactly. Lock them up and beat them to death.
Beat them to death,
And so, you know, I was just like, wow, you know, a lot of those kids are lost. Yep. You know,
they are.
And they tried to get us with the drugs. We recovered from the drugs, and then they come in with, I'm gonna say it, so they come back with the homosexual shit.
Right now.
Because before it wasn't out there like that it is now. Everybody want to be gay, and people blatantly gay, and I'm like, damn, really? You can be gay, but you ain't got to force it on me like this.
That's right.
All in the TV shows, all in the movies.
Now you get a reward now if you say you're gay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get an award, they give you special privileges, and they'll put you in the front of the line.
That's right.
You know, but you say you're black, oh, nigga, get over here, get out the way.
Get back.
Get back. He's black, get back. Now you got to be twice as good just to be even.
That's right.
You know, and then that might not even get you in there, you know? And so I was just like, wow, you know, it's rough. It's rough.
But you know something? I'm going to tell you both you young men. Y'all a lot younger than me. I'm 79. Did you know I haven't never had a bad experience with a white person in my life? I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was going to college up at San Mateo College, you know, at lunch in the cafeteria at lunchtime, different groups stuck together.
Yeah.
White over there, black over there, Chinaman over there. I never hung around over where the black people were. Mm-hmm. I've always been where them white people were. Mm-hmm. Never had no problem. Tell you why. You know, Negro used to wear cabanas when their hair was all high, them big cabana hair.
Yeah, big afros, yeah.
Afro. So when I was going to college, I always wore my hair short like y'all, like you know, short. So I was only male in that class of women. And it was a white guy teacher. He said, you know what? He said something that made me feel all kind of bad. He said, you see, John, now he'll be accepted in the white world. So see his hair? He got his hair cut down like you're supposed to have it. Like a young man. Mm-hmm. So he ain't got it all bushed up all his head and all that bullshit. So I asked him, what do you mean by that? And he broke it down to me, and it made it made a lot of sense from what he told me. Most of them guys got their hair all stuck up like that, watch them. They ain't gonna go for it now. You catch a young man, keep yourself groomed up pretty well, and he pretty much gonna stay within the pack. Right. Yeah.
Well, elaborating what you're saying is basically like the butler.
Yeah.
You was there, you blended right in, and you could make changes from the inside, but you wasn't standing yelling. You was making subtle changes, and you was making things happen.
You're right. You wouldn't. I wasn't yelling right.
Yeah. So when you came in with your hair cut nice and neat, you may have had the militant mind, but you wasn't protesting it, yelling it.
No.
You doing it right from behind the scenes.
When they talk to me, I'd answer them, give them a decent answer back.
Yeah.
Wouldn't get smart, and he just should. He should have pat him. So you see, John, this guy's gonna go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
So he carry himself like a young black man supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And I never thought about nothing like that.